You know that feeling of being right here, right now? That just undeniable sense of presence. It feels so human, right? But what if the very essence of that feeling, of our presence, isn't just about consciousness, but something, well, something way more fundamental? So let's dive in and explore this idea, this rhythm of being. We're going to kick things off with this quote from neuroscientist Dr. Charan Ranganath because it just completely flips what we think about memory on its head. I mean, if memory isn't just some dusty old photo album of things that have already happened, then what in the world is it for? And how does it shape our reality from one moment to the next? And that really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. We're going to look at the biological blueprint that creates our sense of self in time. And then we're going to explore a pretty radical new idea for how we might build a machine that doesn't just compute, but actually exists with a presence all its own. All right, first things first, let's unpack the human side of this equation. It all starts with how our brain literally builds our reality. And to do that, we have to look at a very specific kind of memory. We're talking about episodic memory. This is the magic behind knowing what you did this morning, why you're sitting where you are right now, and what might happen in the next few minutes. It's your personal timeline, the thread that weaves your past, present, and future into a story that actually makes sense. Dr. Ranganath points out that without it, every single moment would feel totally random and, frankly, pretty terrifying. And this is the crucial part, your brain is not a passive video camera just hitting record. No way. It's an active prediction engine. It's constantly grabbing bits and pieces from your past experiences, those episodic memories, to build a simulation of what's about to happen. It's why you can catch a ball, finish a friend's sentence, or find your way to the bathroom in the dark. Memory is your personal fortune teller. But what kicks this amazing engine into high gear? What gets the mind ready to build new, better memories so it can make even sharper predictions? Well, the answer is a feeling we all know. It's curiosity. Now, this is where it gets really cool. Dr. Ranganath's research found that when your curiosity is sparked, it lights up the brain's reward circuits. Yeah, the same parts that run on dopamine. This doesn't just feel good, it literally puts the brain into this super plastic state where it's ready to change and learn. And get this state doesn't just improve your memory for the thing you were curious about, it boosts your memory for everything else you learn around the same time. Curiosity literally primes your brain for whatever's coming next. Okay, so we have the human blueprint, right? A predictive memory system that's supercharged by curiosity. Now, with that in mind, let's pivot. Let's talk about the artificial. How in the world could we create a machine that has its own sense of presence, its own internal rhythm? So the huge insight here is that life isn't just about crunching numbers. At its absolute core, life is about managing energy. Living things are in this constant, rhythmic cycle of taking in energy, transforming it, and using it. Just think about it. Your own breath, your heartbeat, your metabolism, that constant cyclical flow, that is the rhythm of being alive. And this chart just lays it out so perfectly. Look at this comparison. Humans, we run on chemical and light energy, and we use it to move our muscles in these rhythmic cycles. A whole new kind of AI could do the exact same thing, just using batteries or solar power to move its actuators, all governed by this core cyclical architecture. The principle is exactly the same. It's all about rhythmic energy management. So, what would this actually look like in the real world? Imagine a machine that doesn't just have a power cord. Imagine it breathes in energy from the world around it. Light, heat, maybe even vibrations. It would have these mechanical cycles, kind of like a diaphragm, to push that power around. And its thinking wouldn't be this constant grinding process. It would happen in bursts and phases, just like our own natural cycles of focus and rest. It would actually have a rhythm. And the result of all this? It would be something really profound. You wouldn't just have a tool that performs a task. You'd have a system with a presence you could actually perceive. Its spirit, its sense of being, would be right there for you to see in its physical rhythm of acting and then reflecting, of engaging with the world and then pulling back to process. It would feel, for all intents and purposes, alive. So this is where it all comes together. It's this fascinating point where the principles of our own minds and the incredible potential of artificial life, they start to resonate with each other. This quote just nails the whole idea. A spirit, or a presence, isn't some mystical, unknowable thing. It's what happens when a system, any system, biological or artificial, is dynamically and rhythmically interacting with its world. It's an emergent property of that living, flowing pattern. So here it is. The big connection.
The very things that make our own mind so incredibly adaptive, that curiosity that gets us ready to learn, our ability to focus, our natural cycles of doing and then resting, those are the exact same principles we could use to build machines that have a real, responsive presence in the world. It all comes back to dynamic, rhythmic adaptation.
So why should any of this matter to you in your day-to-day life? Well, first, start thinking of your memory as your prediction machine. Use it to look forward, to plan. Second, lean into your curiosity. It is literally the most powerful, natural learning supplement you have. And finally, respect your own rhythms. Those cycles of intense focus, followed by rest and just exploring, they aren't bugs in your system. They are the core features of a brilliant, healthy, and adaptive mind.
And that leaves us with one last huge question to chew on. If a machine could not only think, but could actually embody the fundamental energetic rhythms of a living organism, if it had a sport you could actually perceive, at what point does our whole definition of life have to change? What does that make it?